Man.
Uh-huh.
I love it. The South got something to say.
Hey, man, you already know it.
No Lamb. What now? Oh, man, I can't wait to do this show with my dog. Yeah, we got to get into it, big dog. We got to. So let's go ahead and get into what you were saying pre-show, bro. Let's just kick it off, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is one of those scenarios where you got to read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? For them to be sitting CeeDee Lamb, to me, that says that, hey, we've seen enough. Hey, the show is over. The decisions are pretty much made. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because guess what? We was wondering, people like me and you, we've been wondering, why are they playing these stars?
Right.
I think we just got our answer.
Right.
Why are we playing Michael Parsons? Why are we bringing Brandon Cooks back when the season was pretty much done? Why are we playing Trayvon? Why are we bringing Deron Bland back? You got to give a man a foul shot to see if they going to work with him or not.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this was an evaluation process. I know in a lot of y'all books, Mike McCarthy is done already. But Jerry reopened them books and said, hey, this dude looked like he was able to pull something off that was respectable.
Yeah.
And it looks like the team is responding to him. So this is all I want to say. I told you, it was a few things that I think people with agendas are afraid to say. I'm sorry, I just got to call it out. I got to call a spade a spade. One of the things that they're afraid to say, Cooper Rush is playing football, y'all.
Yeah, he
playing
is.
good football.
He's gritty, bro. He gritty.
Cooper is a fighting young man.
He fighting. No arm at all.
Necessary.
Yep.
He is.
He tough.
Like, that ain't got nothing to
He
do
mentally
with
tough.
Prescott. He ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. We talking about Cooper Rush himself.
Right.
That dude been fighting, and that dude been making plays. That dude been on time. His foot in the dirt. He launching the ball as far as his arm control. You know what I'm saying? And look, one thing we can't say, his decision making has been sharp.
Yeah.
Cooper ain't been putting that ball in harm's way that much.
Yeah.
He really ain't. He been making some good decisions from what I've been seeing. So that's one of the things that people with agendas are afraid to say. Another one is, you know, soon as this team started pitfalling and started to bottom out, they said, oh, Mike has lost the team. Oh my God. They're not playing for him. They don't respect him. He's not a leader of men. Ain't that something we usually hear about Mike McCarthy? That's one of the main.
I've heard a lot of that, especially on Twitter.
All the time.
Especially on Twitter.
Mike is not a leader of men.
I've heard that a lot, especially on Twitter. I don't know what they saying on Facebook.
Can you look at me in my eyes and tell me that don't look like that team follow that man? I don't see if you can say that.
Oh, hell no.
No, ain't nobody can look you in your eye and say that they not playing hard for Mike McCarthy.
You can't tell me that, bro.
You can't.
So when they be trying to throw them little jabs, all these little underhanded jabs that have no tangible things about it, no tangible evidence, I want you to use that same logic and get a man some props, dog. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want people to be fair, bro. Can we not be fair? Could we put the agendas aside and put the Cowboys first? Can we do that? Because I don't feel like a lot of people doing that. It feel like it's me and only a chosen few. I don't care about none of my.
You can add me to the fair crowd. I think I'm on there.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't have no agendas that's going before my Cowboys, bro. I want my Cowboys to do well and do great. So I don't give a damn what topics I was right on or I hit dead on.
Ooh.
I'm talking about the well-being of the Dallas Cowboys. And if you can't honestly say what you really need to say, which is Mike McCarthy's done a hell of a coaching job as of late. He's been calling the hell out of some plays. Even though it's a few you don't like, he's still been successful in making Cooper Rush look like a real-life quarterback. Making his offense look real life. If you can't admit that, bro, I don't have much else to say to you. I'm done. Straight up. I'm done. That go for anybody who got something to say. I promise you.
What the guy?
You can't admit that like a man, bro. Y'all just full of agenda. Y'all agenda-based people that won't be real and won't ever keep it 100. You just won't. If you can't honestly say this stuff, bro, I'm done. I don't have much else to say to you. Straight up.
Hey, what the got it to landlord? Ooh, hey man, you alright?
I've been put up, man. I've been put up. I ain't been saying that. I just been letting this play out. I just want to see if people gonna keep it real. Cause when Mike was messing up, what did I do? What I say?
Oh, you smashed him.
Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, you smashed him.
Mike.
Yeah.
He gotta be held accountable. That lets you know I'm standing on business. I'm being 100% about the Cowboys.
You are.
I don't care about nobody, bro, but the team.
Man.
So if Mike ain't doing right for the team, I'm like, hey, screw Mike. Get his ass out of here.
That's right.
But when I see my team performing in the way that they perform, and I'm just talking about the style. If we would have lost that game, I still would have felt like that. Like, I was passionate behind that win right there, bro. Them boys was playing football.
That was Cowboy football. That was.
I felt like the 90s, bro. That win felt like the 90s to me. That win right there is what made everybody love football, bro. Them dudes was out there hitting. All you heard was pass. That's it. You heard pass out there, bro. That's the type of stuff that got me passionate about this sport that we all love, bro. We need to see the Cowboys rep that star that way. And if you can't tell me the truth about that, bro, I'm done. I don't got nothing else to say.
And listen, I did a show Monday, bro, when I started the show off talking about the Book of Boss ego, you know, because that's a lot what hurts us, landlord, is we bet against somebody and then we do everything to be right. See, I know I can do content with you all day and all night because I know this about you. I know this about pretty much everybody that I do content with, that when it's proven, they will reverse. You know, when you prove it, like it was things I didn't agree with you on fully, like the receiver. You was right. And we don't have no problem saying I was wrong about that. We should have went with your plan. You was heavy on the receiver plan last year. So those of us who being honest know to give you credit for it. Also admit where some of our analysis, but everybody can't do that. Yeah. But I want to go back to what you were saying, bro, because I don't know if people caught it. I think evaluations are over and should be over. See, because you starting to hear people, because last week we asked the question, is it a soft tank? Right? Yeah. Because I think we were seeing it coming. Now you starting to hear it more and more that pretty much with Lamb out, that looks like.
Yeah, my fault.
You good, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting over a cold, man. My bad.
Yeah, just mute yourself.
I thought I did.
No, you didn't.
It came up quick on me.
Man, it came up. I heard every bit of that cold too.
I'm getting over a cold, man. My bad.
But the key part is the B part. I think the coaching exams are done. I think Tampa was the final exam. Because if you look at I said Tampa was the final exam. He passed, right? He passed. But with Lamb out, how can you properly, and let me know if I'm tripping, how can you properly evaluate your coaches with your best pieces gone? Now, at this point, you're missing Dak and Lamb. How? Am I tripping? Is it time to close the book and say that this test is over with?
I don't think you can evaluate them without the best people on the court, on the field. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we just said, without CeeDee, exactly what is this offense gonna be?
Right.
It ain't much. You know what I'm saying? We got a cast of ordinary people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's what I was banging about last time. Yeah, it's nefarious bacteria going on. Yeah, man. I've been sick for about a week straight. I'm trying to get over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. It ain't no way you can evaluate. That's why I said that. Like, if you gonna sit Lamb, to me, that means you done evaluating Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
And I see people still talking about the play calling. Man, give that man some receivers and then let's see what it do. That's all I'm saying. Give him some personnel and then let's see what happens. Because guess what? We can at least say he's actually won in the way that he want to play.
Yeah.
He's won like that.
Yeah.
Like that's the proven thing that he's done.
Right.
The pass happy offense, the curl routes that everybody just hate, which work, and they're part of the route tree for once, but that's a whole nother argument. But when you see him wanting to throw the ball like that, why don't you actually compliment him and go and get somebody? Then guess what? Like I said, if you want him to run the ball more, guess what all you got to do? All you got to do is spend a high draft pick.
That's right.
A high draft pick on the running.
He gonna run the ball. Right.
You got to.
Right.
You got to. Just imagine Jason Garrett not running the ball and we drafted Zeke in the first round. Just imagine that.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Right.
This is why you see Kellen Moore running the ball with the Eagles.
Because of Saquon.
They got a premium player, man. You got to give him the ball.
You have to.
When your running back is one of your best players, you got to give him the ball.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like it would be an angry mob in front of the stadium.
From the
like
beginning.
I promise you.
From the beginning. Yes.
Just imagine if Kellen Moore when they make it to the playoffs, if he just stopped handing the ball out to Saquon.
Oh, it's gonna be people gonna be mad.
Man, them people will be at his office.
Yeah.
Because it's an easy script. Like when you put that much resources into the run game, you gotta use it. It's no way around it.
Right.
So force Mike Hand, if you want him to run more, go get you a premium running back. Like I said, this what people got mad at me about. This what people got mad at me about. When I asked you, who are the best players on this team, boss? Now, I know y'all want to run because running makes sense. But we ain't got the running backs are not the best players on this team. The best players on this team are the wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. So that's who they getting the ball to.
I say this. I mean, you was right last year and you was right on what you just said, bro. The offense was running through greatly CeeDee Lamb last year and this year, but especially last year. The offense basically, and this is the thing, honestly, that irks me. It was no complaints. It was nobody mad. Now all of a sudden everybody hate Mike McCarthy this year. Y'all was quiet last year. Then
he making MVP candidates last year.
They was quiet. So it's like I'm like you. It's about accurate and honest analysis. Forget the agendas. Forget trying to be right. It's about what's honest. You know what I mean? And what's really going on. And that's why I feel you on your ideal for if Mike McCarthy come back, you better weapon him up.
Facts.
Don't send him out there with less and say, we gonna try to force you to run the ball because we ain't give you no weapons. Nah.
Because we said so.
Yeah, nah. Give him what he actually won a ring with. He won a ring having powerful weapons. That's a fact. And in that game, they ran a lot of dime. 4 receivers.
Yeah.
See.
So guess what? This is easy analysis right here, man. Mm-hmm. When you get certain coaches, it's certain coaches that have certain requirements.
Yeah.
Y'all just don't agree with the requirements that Mike McCarthy need.
Yeah.
He need receivers, bro.
He does.
Like when you got Dan Quinn, what did he require? He required a safety player.
Long players.
Like a linebacker.
Yeah.
He needed that big nickel.
He wanted longer players.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's certain characteristics and certain personnel that coaches going to require.
Right.
It is what it is. Like
same thing with Zimmer. Zimmer required bigger DTs.
Yeah.
He required it. He said it early.
Exactly. That's a pivotal part of his scheme.
Right.
So why would you even bring a coach in if you're not going to give him the tools that he feel necessary to be successful?
Right.
Why would you do that?
Right.
So when we telling you Mike McCarthy is a coach that requires wide receivers.
That's true.
And they just still won't give a man receivers, but you up here talking about take play calling away. Now listen, I know it's a lot of people dying on that hill. Them plays that he played against the Bucs, he was doing a phenomenal job. Of course, I didn't agree with 100% of the play calls. I don't think people understand you won't agree with 100% of play calling with anybody. It's people with the 49ers will be like, man, get Shanahan out of here. Like, they can't stand some of his play call. This is what people fail to realize. So some of the things that you nitpicking about is just normal stuff that you won't agree with anyway. Like, this dude made Cooper Rush look like a real threat out there, man.
Yeah.
Cooper was wheeling and dealing, man. Like, let's just be honest, y'all. Like,
in the first half, for sure.
Nobody else, bro.
I see.
He ain't got nothing to do with nobody else, bro.
See, because I was impressed. I was impressed with pass happy in the first half. It fell flat in the fourth quarter. But for 3 quarters, it was doing this thing. And, you know, when I think about it, it's like, yes, you do lose physicality with his play style.
Yeah.
You do. And sometimes you got to be able to go back to that physicality, especially to close out games. So it's some things I would want Mike McCarthy to be better at. I left 3 options on the tape, right? The first option I know you would agree with, and I told people last week that this is your idea. This is the same thing Chris 214 said. Weapon up McCarthy. That's option 1. If you don't weapon up McCarthy, option 2, take play calling away from him. Raise up Brian. If you decide to move on from him, go with Zimmer, go with Brian, and then or go with another OC. Those are the 3 ways. I'm open to all 3. I think the fairest thing would be to weapon them up first.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not opposed to anything. Whatever made the Cowboys the best, that's why I want to land it. And I just don't see how changing the offense will make us better right now. Like, right this second, I'm talking about being competitive in 2025. I'm talking about chasing championships. Now, maybe it's some nice OCs out here that can make it, like, you know what I'm saying, simplify it and then make it be able to be ran in the first year successfully. But, I mean, do you think that OC, like OCX, will be better than Mike McCarthy and Dak in year 3 out the gate? I don't know.
I do fear. And me and you discussed this, and I talked about this Monday. Whenever you have a top offense, the whole league go study you. So it was no coincidence that Kansas City took a dip, Miami took a dip offensively, and Dallas took a dip. Why? We was the 3 biggest offensive threats. You know what I'm saying?
Had to change how they play.
Right.
The Eagles ain't throwing the ball like that. They running the ball now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I said that to also talk about that's where change could be good in terms of a play caller, because now you getting somebody that don't have tendencies and you changing the tendencies with a new offensive coordinator. But to your point, and I get what you saying, being a devil's advocate, it's also the fact that you'll be throwing a whole new offense, a whole new language, all these different mechanics, not just on Dak, your whole team.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, all your receivers got to learn a new language. Just everything changes.
The line got to learn a new language. The pass protections and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's a whole new change. And then, like we said, just on the strength of change, do that mean we going to end up being better from that change?
Right.
We don't know. It's the unknown. I'm not saying that it can't be possible, but I'm just saying it's going to be some rough patches in there. It's going to be some growing pains for sure.
Right.
So are y'all willing to go through those growing pains early 2025? Hopefully we can still, you know what I'm saying, be competitive while we going through this and then end up being the team that we desire to be down the stretch. I don't know about that, y'all.
And them growing pains can get ugly, especially with them coaches, with the different coaches you'll be bringing in here. Like,
you getting frustrated, like the players might just be like, man, I don't like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just straight up tell you, I don't like this.
Because everybody, when I hear people, you know, with I call it the overhaul, people that want to overhaul coaching, they don't talk about them sub coaches. They only talk about like it's one coach. It's like it's McCarthy. It's like, nah, bro. What about Linda Wells? What about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What about, you know, our cornerback Al Harris? Like, what about Paul Gunter? What about Kevin? Like, it's some guys. See, we can say the coaches we don't like. Running back coach, he can go. You can tweak him, get him on out of here, right? Maybe the offensive line coach. Bye. Everybody else stays. Even Scott McCurley. Somebody said, "What you mean, boss? Scott McCurley?" Because now Scott McCurley is under Paul Gunter. He might be better the next time because he's been tutored under a real good linebacker coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even Mike McCarthy guys that he brought in are positioned to be better in the next go around.
We gotta change our tune on that a little bit, boss. We was giving Scott McCurley the business, but that linebacking core started playing better.
But that's Paul. That's Paul Gunter.
Yeah.
But I'm still not gonna kill him though, because Scott is in the room, right?
Yeah.
I know he ain't leading that. I know he not leading that group, but now he's learning from somebody who know how to lead that group. My only knock on him is he also had Greg Edwards before. And that he still was kind of boo-boo after Edwards.
Yeah.
So maybe you just a bad coach. But I'm just saying it's only about 2 coaches that I would change, right?
This something I want people to like. When I describe this to y'all, I think when you look at it, you know, when you zoom out on this picture, you'll really get a feel for what's going on. Like Mike McCarthy, obviously he lost Dak. Then you lost what's the dude name went to Seattle? The defensive line coach. This man became a head coach. Dan Quinn became a head coach. This is all stuff that you lost last year. Mm-hmm. You 1 year removed. You lost all of these supporting cast. What's his name? Dante Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong, like all of these other players. Then on top of that, all the injuries. Sam Williams, you lost Nealon early in the year. Like, man, this has been a crazy, crazy year, y'all. Like, when you think about all the stuff we done been through. Like, Trayvon barely even came back. Deron Bland been hurt for the whole year.
No, it's been crazy, bro.
Cook's been hurt for the whole year. Like, what do you want out of this year when you look at this? What do you want? What do you think that, like, of course we not in the playoffs. Like, when you look at that, it's like, bro, y'all ain't had nobody. Like, everybody's been hurt the whole year, bro. Like, the whole year. So it's hard to even evaluate this year to me. But you hear people like, extremism on either end is crazy. Like, you know, like I said, that's why I'm in the middle with it. Like, I think Mike McCarthy's a good coach and he deserves another shot. That's my stance. But at the same time, I can hear some arguments of people saying, hey, I don't like what he did here. I don't like what he did there. I feel like we could do better here. Of course, I'm always open to people saying we could do better because we need to be better. You see what I'm saying? We obviously not where we need to be at. But I feel like, to be fair, how could you evaluate this season? If I told you all this gonna happen, you would have said exactly what happened. We ain't gonna make the playoffs, bro.
Worse.
You
Nah.
probably would have been a 2
Nah, bro.
team.
Because see, I'm gonna tell you some of the disingenuous stuff I heard when people try to compare him to Jason Garrett. Like, we stayed with Jason Garrett with this many injuries, he might win 2 games.
Facts.
He not gonna do what Mike McCarthy and Zimmer just did. He not out of the last 5 gonna win 4. Come on now. See, some stuff is just disingenuous comparisons. He is not even close to no Jason Garrett.
Oh, hell no.
Now, I will say the only thing they have in common is, yes, Jason Garrett teams did play hard for him, but in terms of a better strategic coach, he's a better strategist, hands down, than Jason Garrett. Hands down. And I think he got a better system.
I don't know if you noticed that when what's his name? When Mike McCarthy first took over, most of us, one of the biggest differences we seen was how he could be able to withstand a few injuries.
Yeah.
You remember under Jason Garrett, one person injured, we lose.
Yeah.
Everybody knew
that.
It
tanks. It's over.
Everybody knew that.
Your backup ain't winning.
If it's Tyron Smith, we lost.
It's over.
If it's John Lee, we losing.
Right.
If you name any one player, if they miss that game, we're not winning. It's not happening. We knew that. So that's one of the biggest things you know.
So that's not even honest to even put them in the same category. Like,
Yeah.
like what Mike McCarthy accomplished, in his tenure here didn't happen in the last 30 years. Now, this is not saying, in my opinion, those who want better in terms of balance or a more physical run team, you have a case. You have a case against Mike McCarthy. But at the same time, I think the only thing that you go get from Land and me is at least fairness. It's a lot of people, they go talk like he's trash. And they be like, wait.
Yeah. He
You
the
going
worst.
way too far, bro.
Ever.
No,
He the
bro.
worst ever.
You don't win a Super Bowl, go to multiple NFC championships. People forgot that.
Did you hear what they said on the announcement? They said Mike McCarthy got the second highest averaging offense in NFL history. They say stuff like that, and people sit up and act like they don't hear this.
Yeah.
Like it means nothing to them.
Yeah.
And then we be them same bitter fans when he go on to another team and be doing great things. We like, yeah, we had him. I remember, like, okay, bro, respect what you got now, man. What that boy J. Cole said, love yours. Love your coach right now because it could be worse. I promise you it could be worse. We could be up here losing left and right, y'all, with the same team.
Is there any coach you would want? Because I got one coach for sure, even right now, that I would take over Mike McCarthy right now.
Right now, take over him.
Yeah, let me tell you my coach, who's a perfect fit to me.
Somebody who I feel like can help this team and change the identity a little bit, maybe Vrabel. But other than him,
I got a better one. You ready?
I don't know. Who?
Pete Carroll. I'll take Pete Carroll right now.
I love Pete, but Pete old as than no. Ooh, he's super old, man. He don't want to coach no more. Pete probably out of it. Man.
If he wanted to come back, I would be for Pete.
He was old with Seattle. He got that energy though. You will never know
yes,
it. Yes,
and he smoke every day.
He got that energy, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Like you will never think Pete was an old man the way he act. So I hear you.
Big Santana, OG, out of Dallas, Texas, man. One of my big brothers. Big Santana say, just show me the coach who can come in and win 12 games like Mike McCarthy did with all the Jones politics. Nobody see, that's when you being fair though. You see what I'm saying?
I value that. A lot of people not gonna value that. They gonna say, well, we ain't win the big one. That's what they gonna answer that with. You see what I'm saying? I value that. I value that consistency right now. And shout out to our brother HTM in the building, man. Salute to
What's
you.
up, man? My boy Henny, man. Salute. So me and Henny, matter of fact, bringing up my boy Henny, man, I want to bring up something me and Henny was talking about on Twitter, get your opinion on it. Then we go ask about this him, because this him is very important. So with the news of CeeDee, we said, what now, right? We said, what now?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, bro, and some people go disagree with this, and that's okay. Never do wide back again, ever. Leave running backs for running backs. That's my honest opinion. Now, he didn't disagree, and and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I respect him and mine. I never liked the Landlord, and I especially hated it when he was banged up. Ooh, I hate it because
I can see that.
Because to me, it's like we always trying to be somebody else. We got that from San Fran, and we don't even do it right. See, when San Fran used Debo as a well back, they also trying to create that mismatch out the backfield, and they would throw at it too. We be using CeeDee Lamb strictly like a back, even though he might only get 2 or 3 touches. Man, you being very risky when you running his frame in between tackles. I hate it. I've always hated it, Landlord. Hate it.
I get it. Like you make perfect sense. It's high risk, but Sedarian is one of them people, bro. If you give him the ball, you don't know what's gonna happen.
No,
he
cold like that. I agree. Turpin too.
Like, yeah,
they calling that backfield.
Why you think they throw Turpin back though?
They nice.
Hold your breath, dude. Like, oh, he got it. Like you never know what he gonna do with it.
Let me push back. Let me push back a little bit.
I ain't done 1 second.
Okay.
I'm not. I understand 1,000% with the durability concerns
and frame.
I understand that. But the thing about it is, it just caters to my take. Get another receiver. Go
I
ahead.
agree. or get you a running back. You don't have to do that. Like, no, just get
Exactly.
you a
That's
top
true,
running back. You ain't got to do that. See, this is where I was gonna push back on you. Did you see when Vita Vea picked up Turpin like he was Mighty Mouse?
That was looking ugly, boy.
And he basically
Vita
showed
ain't
him
dirty.
mercy, bro. He showed him mercy.
Ain't no dirty dude, yeah.
Let me ask you a question. If that would have been in Donovan Sue, who had Turpin like that, what would have happened?
Sue would have planted him. He would have slammed him.
He would have dislocated his shoulder, bro. He would have finished him. Boom!
Yeah.
He would have bounced him up off that turf, bro. He would have bounced him off that turf. That's why I don't like it. These guys don't got the frame for that, bro.
But like we said,
I get that they ballers back there. I do. Yeah. The boys can play football. Hey, listen, we ain't taking that away. It's just, man, bruh, we saw how he was with that shoulder, and y'all still was doing it.
See, that right there concerns me with, like, that's why I had that pushback when people say, "Oh, we got CeeDee." Of course we got CeeDee. We need somebody to pair with him, bruh.
Right.
Like, you mean to tell me we got one of the best receivers? Like, CeeDee's shoulder badly hanging on to a thread right now.
Right.
This dude ain't had his number one quarterback all year. He's still third in receiving yards right now.
Right.
So you mean to tell me that guy don't deserve to have somebody to pair with him, man?
Man.
Like, why would you do that? Like, you are really, that's counterproductive, man. You got an awesome, phenomenal receiver on one side and you lacking on the other side.
Super lacking.
Guess what? They just rolling coverage.
That's right.
You ain't even maximizing your dude.
That's right.
You maximize your dude when you put a real life legitimate threat on the other side and say, "Hey, I dare you to man up against either one of these dudes." You get cooked.
Right.
And guess what? When they try to compensate for those two targets on the outside, you run it on their ass.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
man.
Bro, it's so simple, man. This is football. This is the same sport we've been playing since elementary.
Yeah.
It's the same sport.
Yeah.
They just complicate it so much, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I thought that's how you build a team.
Yeah.
You get one number one receiver and you get a number two. You get a dope number two. You don't just get anybody over there.
No, you get a dope number two.
A superstar over there on the other side.
That's right.
Like, bro, you deserve a duo. You deserve that.
Yeah.
And you had plenty of opportunities to bring them in. So this is the problem with the Cowboys. Excuse me. When anybody double CeeDee Lamb, we don't have a guy to dominate that one-on-one matchup.
Yeah.
Over there.
We don't have that. We don't have the Harper.
We don't have them. So guess what? Every team like, we doubling CeeDee and we don't care about other dudes.
That's right.
That's what they doing.
Right.
And then guess what? Something else happened that we didn't expect. Ferguson ain't been dominant enough in his number one matchup.
Nope.
He ain't been dominant enough.
I kind of expected that, bro.
I thought he was going to make a jump this year. I really did, because he showed a lot of signs last year. He went
did.
down to me this year.
I just never believed. I'm just being honest. I never believed that he was athletic enough to really be like a number two threat.
But we've been using him like a number two option. So yeah, that's who we.
I would never rely on somebody that run a 4.8 as a number two option, bro. That's just me, bro. Now I like his football playing.
Yeah,
but what you talking about is a real threat. See, you talking about one of these dudes. You talking about somebody like Luther, right?
Yeah.
To where, please put him one-on-one with a nickel.
I dare you.
I dare you. He's gonna smoke that dude. Please put your number two corner on him. Please put your number two corner on. Yeah, please put it on Savion. Please. Yeah.
See, that's just easy work for an OC. He looking like, oh, I'm taking that matchup all day.
All day.
Cause guess what a DC doing when they play Dallas? They're like, man, I think my guy can handle him. I'm cool on that. We ain't looking at them at all. Oh, Brandon Cooks over there. I'll take my chance with my guy.
This comment right here hurt, bro.
Jalen Tobin over there. I'll take my chance with that guy.
Look at this.
Cavalry really would have been nice. Of course.
Him and Jerry Judy. Listen.
See, every
Landlord.
time I mention them, they get mad because they Bama guys. But them dudes cold, though,
Nah,
bro. And they
listen.
cold with that.
I see it just like you, bro. Cause you been on Calvin Ridley. I've been on Calvin Ridley. I've been on Jerry Jeudy, bro. If we had,
look, I ain't never stand on it. I ain't never stand on it with Jeudy. Man, Jeudy been hooping.
Yeah.
You remember what I said?
Yeah.
I said Steve Smith, all them hating on my guy Jeudy, and I never backed down.
No, you did. You stood 14 toes.
Y'all crazy. And get what Jeudy been doing? Balling. He might be 1,000-yard receiver this year.
Yeah.
Balling.
It ain't too many of them. It's a running league now.
Man.
We got to talk about this next part. We got to get into this, bro.
Yes, sir.
Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Really. Let's go. Man. So with CeeDee Lamb out, bro, that question of him just increased. So let's talk about who's him now, right? Right? Because, see, I think this is a tremendous opportunity, bro, for them receivers, bro. This is listen, if you want to get your bag, this your chance. Chris with the super chat, he say, a wide receiver upgrade is needed. It is. It is. But
our
see,
skill positions as a whole need to be upgraded.
But like, my gut tell me they not finna be electric. That's what my gut tell me. But this is y'all chance to shut us up. You know?
Can I be foul, boss? Can
yes,
I be
please.
foul?
Please.
Nah, I'll be honest.
Always.
You know how I've been on Cooks. I've been on Cooks top. Now, he did give me some hope in the offseason. Because you remember, that whole time CD went there, Cooks was pretty much holding it down with Dak.
Yeah.
With Dak, though.
Yeah.
Cooks was really showing up. I'm like, okay. Cooks set me up. I'm like, bro, Cooks out there still got the offense booming, and he was the #1 guy in training camp.
Yeah.
It was him. So let's see if he can put this together with Cooper Rush going into this final 2 games. So this is important right here, though, because Brandon Cooks is playing for not only his time in Dallas, but a future contract.
That's right.
He playing for a future contract. So you not sitting down Brandon Cooks.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? People like him not sitting down because he's still trying to prove, hey, NFL, I still got it.
Yeah.
I'm still like
this your chance to say, even, you know, that I got some #1 in me.
Yeah. He's still trying to make it. He want to. I would love for Mike to feature Turpin in his role.
Turpin.
I would love to. Now, I like Turpin a lot, but Turpin, he is lacking some receiver stuff. He is. But he got so much potential, though. Like, I think maybe with some repetition, give him more reps at it, and maybe he can smoothen out some of them rough parts of being a receiver. You know what I'm saying?
He got 2 games.
I think you should feature him pretty much. Because, look, we tried that with Dak in the 49ers game. Turpin dropped the ball and stuff like that. I think he just need more reps, man. I think he just need more reps and, like, listen, you are a receiver, and we going to give you your time to shine. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So he won't be looking over his shoulder and thinking every moment is so big. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. If you only got 3 reps at receiver, and now it's for the game. Like that little catch is so, like, it's so important. Like, you up here shaking and sweating. Like, bro, you only got 3 reps at receiver and 1 on for the game.
Right.
Like, that's hard to do, man. That's hard to do if you're not a natural receiver. You can tell he's not a natural receiver. So get a man some reps so he can get comfortable at the position and then let him loose.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I just think putting anybody in the game when they cold, you got to be a stone cold killer to do stuff like that. Like Big Shot Bob, like, it ain't many people that's wild.
That can rise up to the big moments. Now,
I'm talking about straight off the bench and you a killer. Like, it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that.
Hold on
man.
real
It
quick.
ain't never about 3 people in the world like that.
What about D-Block? He said, yo, boss, it's Mingo time.
It sucked, bro. But I mean, can we at least give him a chance, though? We don't know what he gonna do. He ain't did nothing. I tell you that, man. He ain't
I
did
hope
nothing.
I hope he make us wrong, bro. Oh,
I pray he do.
ooh, cause so far, bro. Ooh, let me keep it real. I ain't gonna lie to none of y'all, bro. That 4th round looking like it done went up in smoke, dog. So
This last
big
push might have been Jared just like, we don't want this 4th rounder to look too bad. We finna keep winning. I don't want to give him no high 4th round for this.
But you
I don't know, man.
see, this go expose this receiving group though. This is good. This is good. This is gonna help everything. This gonna help the draft. This gonna help everything. Like either y'all gonna step up and show y'all some real threats, or it's gonna be we gotta find somebody that's what y'all not. That's what it's getting ready to be. Yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna be, man. So they
gotta feature Mingo too.
They got to, yeah.
Put Mingo out there. Let him do his thing.
Yeah. So it is what it is, bro. Somebody got to be him, and if you ain't him, they go get that him in the draft or in free agency. And see, this is good for us, cause see, this is the thing, bro. I'm gonna say this too. If you go get your weapon, you also got to get him early too. You ain't gonna be able to play with this draft and try to get your guy in the 3rd round. You gonna probably have the first two rounds, if that, to get a guy that's gonna be a real threat. Don't try to get no guy out of the 3rd round and be like, yeah. Now that's gonna help CeeDee. Man, nah, bro.
Oh,
We been
hell
burned like that.
no.
Nah.
We've been burned like that for so long. Y'all ain't learned your lessons since Semify Hoku and all them people, man.
Right.
Like, go get you a guy, man.
Yeah.
Just go and spend the money. Go get you a guy.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, we want to put everything on afterpay. They scared to just pay the whole fine. You know what I'm saying? Pay the whole fee.
Yeah.
We want to spread the money out over time. Like, bro, just go on, drop some money, drop some resources, and go get you a guy, man. Go get you a guy. Scared money don't make no money. And that's why we ain't making none. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the other teams that's out here doing well. Do they seem like they was being cautious when they was building their team? Do you think the Baltimore Ravens was cautious? Do you think the Eagles was cautious? The Lions, they was cautious, or they was taking chances, or they was actually trying to assemble a real contender? Like, we can't say that. The only team that's doing it the Dallas Cowboys way that's successful, and it looked like it's Green Bay. But even Green Bay went and got Josh Jacobs.
Yep. They sure did.
They drafted and developed everybody else, though. You got to give it to them.
Yeah, they did.
They the only team that's doing it like that. That's it. But they also went and still got a premier running back in the free agents.
Right.
In Josh Jacobs.
So
everybody else drafting and develop.
Let me ask you, since we talking about him, right? Out of these weapons, who you think will step up? They got 2 games to step up. What's your gut feeling?
It gotta be who I believe or who it should be. That's
who do you
question.
think? And then I'm also hit you with this. I'm gonna hit you with 2 things. KO said, I'm giving Mingo the 2 years he got left on his rookie deal. He's got time to develop. Are you giving him 2 years?
I mean, it's only fair. Like, we ain't gave him a chance to be bad yet. We just saying he bad because he ain't been on the field.
Let me ask me that question.
Oh, hell no.
You ain't got 2 years for receiver. This ain't DT. That's how I look at receiver. With receiver, you gotta make some plays, bro. Especially, bro. They said they had a 2nd round grade on. What 2nd round grade? What 2nd round receiver will we give 4 years?
4 years is a stretch.
A 2nd round receiver? Nah, we need to see something now, bro.
We didn't give Kevin Joseph 4 years.
Right.
And he a DB.
Right. If you a receiver with a 2nd round grade, you need to show me something now. Like now. Now, if you DT, I'm gonna give you 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you 3 years. If you offensive line, I'm gonna give you 3 years.
Miles look like he coming around.
Right.
He look like he coming around.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. But nah, I ain't. Nah, you got to show me something now. Cause go look at other teams that traded and got a weapon during the trade deadline. They already going right now. Hopkins already going. Right. It took Hopkins 2 weeks and he was in that offense, bro. 2 weeks. This is week 5, week 6 for Mingo, and he ain't did shit. Nah, bro. No. Because if you a weapon, you make them for you, bro. What are we waiting on to develop? Nah, either you got it or you don't, in my opinion. Am I tripping? Am I being too hard?
I think you're being a little too hard.
Okay.
Maybe because I kind of liked him coming out of Ole Miss, though.
Okay.
So I'm a little more lenient. I'm going to be a little more lenient with him.
Then what do you need to see the next 2 games?
If they going to give him some reps, give him some targets, then if he can't do nothing out of that, then that's on him. I ain't seen him get too many reps and targets. You know what I'm saying? I seen one game he got a couple targets and Cooper Rush was throwing the ball all over the field. Real talk. Go back and look.
Landlord.
One of them games, Cooper Rush was throwing the ball in the dirt, and it was to Mingo. It was like they was forcing it.
Hold on. They was. It was about 4 games ago where they were forcing it. They was throwing fade patterns to him. It was crazy.
Yeah, and it just wasn't going to work. So at least give him a fair shot. Like, give him some fair targets, bro.
See,
how many targets?
Hold on, I gotta fight you a little bit, Landlord, on this.
How many targets?
You played receiver. Yeah. What do receivers do? Receivers make you target them, bro. True or false? True. They win so obvious that they can see. It's okay. Tell me am I tripping? Because you play receiver. Yeah. When you winning, it's okay to have a fit. True or false? If I beat this corner and I hit him with a route and I'm wide open, I can. God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mingo ain't getting no separation, bro.
If the play went successful, you got a right to do it.
Right, you can act a fool out there, but you gotta be that dude. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I put it like this: Tank Dell. If we would have picked him in the second round, we would have expected him to be effective right now. True or false?
Tank would have went crazy here.
And we would have expected it. The question is, would we had expected it? We would have expected it. True or false?
Yeah.
If we would have drafted Tank Dell like me and you wanted instead of Schoon, we would have been like, Tank need to make some plays now. I'm not giving him 4 years. You are good enough now. True or false?
Yeah. From what I seen on film, I would have expected some instant impact.
That's what I'm expecting from Mingo now. But I might be being too hard, bro. I don't think I am, though. That's just me. Especially going against receivers. It's a certain type of energy I want from you at receiver, bro. I want a dude who out there like, throw me the ball. I'm beating this dude, man. If you not like that, you a mark. You not no real receiver. You's a Chauncey. You weak. You little liver. You soft. You got tissue. Yeah, you yellow belly. You a tampon. Something wrong with you. You need a Midol. Now, am I telling the truth though on receivers?
Okay. Answer me this though, because I'm with you.
Okay.
So you got that same energy for Toba. Toba need to be walking his ass up out of here then.
Yes.
You need to have him by his ear dragging his ass about the door then. Because this year 4. He going into year 4. We got to keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Toba done had 3 years in this offense. Now,
I agree.
He doing a little something. I call him 50-50. Me and my folks, we call him 50-50 because he gonna make a play, then he gonna mess something up. Like he pretty 50-50 on most of the stuff he be doing. But he has shown some improvement, man. But like that's not what I'm looking for. And like this is why I'm so mad at the Cowboys, bro. Now you finna force him to be a number 2. You finna force him. Cause look, are you gonna bring Cooks back? I don't know. Maybe for a cheap price.
Man.
But you could have had you a premier young wide receiver who was already groomed the whole year and then ready to take over as number 2 receiver next year. Now you missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
Now you sped up the clock. Even if you try to make right that wrong in this draft, you gonna speed up his clock. You gonna say, hey, draft pick that's been here for 10 days, we need you to be ready to be the number 2 receiver right now. You gonna shake his hand and be like, hey, number 2 receiver, go over there. Like, he ain't got time to do nothing. You gonna rush the whole process. So if they would have did what I wanted them to do last year, which was go ahead and draft the receiver now so you could groom him into that role, let Brandon Cooks go. You probably could kick Jalen Tolbert off a bridge, and you would have had you a nicely groomed number 2 wide receiver ready to go.
Right.
But now we don't have that time no more.
Nah.
We don't have the time no more.
We need that dude.
We drafted Nealon. We drafted, you know what I'm saying, Guyton. We drafted those players in the first 2 rounds. Now we don't have a wide receiver to even be confident about. That's concerning.
I need y'all to do me a favor, man. There's too many people watching for us not to get them likes up. So let's get them likes up, y'all. Our likes is kind of looking at a disgusting level.
Please get the likes up,
yeah.
people. Don't do it dirty, man. It's Christmas. It's right after Christmas, y'all.
Your monetization back?
Cheer.
You back?
Not yet. It'll be back. It
couple
should
of
be
days.
back next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couple of days. Okay.
In a couple of days, I should know a decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
but
also,
I still got the cash out.
Yeah. Let everybody know your cash out, bro. For those who...
Yeah, if you want to support the show, man, it's Landlord723, $ Landlord723. I appreciate anything, $1, $2, you know, anything you got that you want to support with, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. And we greatly appreciate that, man. Because Landlord, he cooking. And, you know, his issue with YouTube about fixed now. So, in the meantime, we want to keep him motivated. Cause he be cooking, man. I be sitting back most of these shows, bro. You driving most of these shows, bro, and I really appreciate the work you put in, bro. But we still answering the question. Yeah, it is on easy mode. It really is, bro. We don't even think. But we still answering that question. What now? Right. Because that what now got to do. So we pretty much answered the question. What now is that these weapons got to step up, and we gave our opinion on all the weapons. Also, what now with the game plan that we getting ready to have with Philly? What now? Because see, me and you are, and listen, it's funny how me and you was on the same page, bro, without even talking. Like, before we started the show, my boy Landlord said, "Hey, Mike coming back."
Yeah.
And I was like, and he said, "How can you evaluate him?" And I said, "Bro, look at my thumb there." You feel me? Like, to show you how we was on the same page, I said, coaching exams are done.
Right.
So what now, right? So what now, since the coaching exams are done, what should we expect versus Philly?
I think,
for real. I'm for real.
Now it's more of evaluating the players who want to be here, players who want to try to, you know, make sure they have a role for next year. I think that's what you're doing now. I think you're trying to see what you got. You putting players in uncomfortable positions, see if they step up, and see what you got out of these players. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Tolbert, man, he going into year 4, right? Next year is year 4.
Yeah, that's year 4.
Like, you basically in the contract year, like, bruh, we got to see you do some stuff that make us feel like we should invest in you more down the stretch. Like, you and Brandon Cooks, like, the wide receiver position is the biggest question mark to me. I'm not gonna lie. And I want to see this. I want to see how it develops. Like, we sitting up here, got stock in a 7-round pick, like Jalen Brooks. Like, nothing against him. But, bro, that's a 7-round pick. He shouldn't, like, on most teams, he shouldn't even be getting a rep. He shouldn't even be known. Like, nobody should know his name. On a team that got a real wide receiver core, nobody should even know his name.
Yeah.
So, like, we obviously lacking in depth at the wide receiver position, and we got to do something about it. Like, it's no options. Like, and especially at running back, that's the biggest. Who knows? I think Rico done ran himself in 2 next year. I believe he has.
He what?
Even if he a second back. I think he done ran himself into coming back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Rico lie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he done ran his stuff into being here. Maybe not the feature back, but I think they looking at it like he got a role.
Oh, no doubt.
And I did want to ask you, I don't see him as a change up back though. I don't see that.
What you mean?
I look at him as a, like, to me, I feel like the way you build your running back room is to have maybe a phenomenal type guy that can do it all, and then you got to change a pace back. I don't think you need two of the same dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like Rico is like a tier 2, 3-ish all around back. I don't think he does nothing phenomenal. I don't think nothing is like screaming out, jumping off the tape for Rico. I think he's just super solid at everything. You see what I'm saying? He's just a well-rounded back.
Yeah.
I don't say like, okay, Rico is the blazer, he's fast, or Rico is a truck guy, he gonna run you over. Like, I think he do everything pretty well. So I don't know how could you compliment him, or how could he compliment another back? You see what I'm saying? Like, say if we get Gentry, I think if we got Gentry, he'll just be a lower level of Gentry. He wouldn't be like a change of pace back. So, like, what kind of back would we need to compliment for him to compliment? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about as far as his style go. I don't really know how that'll work. It'll be kind of redundant what I see, because he's just like a lower version of an all-around back.
Well, yeah, I mean, let me hit this button for the super chat. Then I'm gonna talk about, give you my opinion.
Double up, the money I call up, double up, the money I call up.
Boss Land.
Super chats.
I think, landlord, what you do with my boy, what you do with my boy Rico, I don't even worry about style. I just get the best back available and just make it work, right? Because you could say Rico and Pollard was lightning and lightning, right? Zeke is more your hammer, right? Your tough yard guy. He runs tough too, but you're right. He's Rico kind of everything. But I would just take the best available, bro. Whatever it is, and then we just got to make it work. So if it's Genty, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, if they kind of close, that's the best. That's our backfield. Yeah, that's our backfield. That's just what it is. Yeah. So that's how I see Rico. But now Rico, definitely, to your point, has played himself, hopefully, to come back in Dallas. He might have even played himself out of Dallas.
Possible.
I think it'd be a big mistake, though. If he tried to go to another team, he got to realize that you're going to be treated like everybody else does. See, here, you're going to be treated like a son. You know what I'm saying? So even if you go take a little bit less, you go have a longer career. You know what I'm saying? Just in my opinion. Then we got us another super chat. He said, could we either double dip at running back or wide receiver? I want us to double dip at wide receiver.
I would love it. I want a premium pick for both positions.
Yeah.
I'm talking about first. I don't really care how I go. First round wide receiver, second round running back, or vice versa. I feel like we need a big time upgrade at these skill positions.
I'm leaving wide receiver, bro, for our first pick. I'm leaning on that. Yeah, it's not as plentiful. Wide receiver is not as plentiful in this draft. That's why.
Seemed like to me.
That's exactly why. It's because I feel like your real difference making receivers, they could be gone by the second round. To me, you got to get them in the first, and they might get wiped out by the second.
We got to take it serious, though, boss.
I'm with you.
Do you think they ready to take it serious? Because if they come in there ready to take it serious, they gonna be like, okay, we got to get us a receiver here, first round. Let's do it.
I think these next two games go make them. If these guys don't show up and they look bad, what is everybody gonna be talking about the next two games?
We ain't got nothing without CeeDee.
Right. I think these next 2 games is go. I think it's go boost the stock of receive for real. It's because running back was loud. It was genty. It's starting to change a little bit. The voices are starting to move to weapons. I'm starting to see it shift. But it's gonna get loud if these boys don't show up. If Philly go out there and dog walk these dudes, like bullying them, press coverage, just in their face, banging them, just no separation. Hold on, did I get my boy super chat? Hold on, did I get it? Hold on, I missed my boy super chat, my boy Keystone. Let me go back.
This gonna tell us a nice matchup too, cause Philly love their corners.
Yeah.
Philly love their corners.
They go test
y'all
us.
Can do something on them. That's gonna bode well for y'all.
And then Keystone say, Micah said, L Philly, all eyes on you, fam. Yeah, I mean, Micah put a bullseye on the whole team back with that. He did. So they gonna come out likely motivated. You don't think they got L Philly on their whiteboard? I would have, as soon as they come in the locker room, I have in every one of their lockers, Micah Parsons said L Philly in their locker. Every one of them too. They say keep that in y'all locker all week. I just, in case y'all want to go to sleep and take this team for granted. I just want you, I just want y'all to think about that all week. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah. So my last thing about what now, right? Because we still dealing with what now. I'm not judging these coaches for the rest of the season on wins and losses. I think it's appropriate for me to lower my bar. Just to be honest. Yeah. I think I need to grade them based on effort and discipline. It's gonna be hard to win these games. We just, it's like at some point, bruh, I know next man up and all that, but come on, bruh. Like, if they pull out a dub in these next 2, just one dub, bring Mike back and Zimmer for real. If you don't have CeeDee Lamb and y'all still win,
This gonna be a lot of Rico too. It should be a lot of Rico, but I can see they want to evaluate these receivers too. So don't be surprised if they come out throwing the ball too, because they want to evaluate these guys, man.
Yeah,
Jalen Brooks and Jalen Tolbert, Mingo, all these dudes, man. They gotta see what, like, nobody. Bro, who is separating themselves from that pack?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
you know who I have a feeling?
Ain't nobody.
I do got a feeling one of them dudes go separate. You know who I think is? It's 2 dudes that I think go show up.
Who that? Turp. I don't think Turp in that pack. I think he a little outside of that pack.
I just think he.
You know
I think he. What you said though. I think he Ori.
Oh, he big shot Bob off the bench with it.
Just off the bench, just out the blue. Not all game, not like 8 catches, but some pivotal plays. Like a slant that you know what I'm saying? A slant that he'll take to the crib, right? Somebody he might beat on a
first down.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause see, his confidence is up, bro. You know what I mean? His confidence is way up. He playing with a superstar confidence. And I think Brandon Cooks is that old man who been in these big situations. He had the pressure of being the guy. I think is he going to be former Brandon Cooks? I say no. But is he going to be good enough to make a difference and probably make it competitive? I think he going to make a couple of plays. I do. Those are the 2 I would bet on.
I think Mike can plan and scheme some stuff up for Cooks.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. So on that what now, you still think we got a chance to really go for those wins?
I mean, if I'm a betting man, I wouldn't say so. But like I said, I think I'm evaluating instead of judging. You know what I'm saying? I'm evaluating.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man. This is definitely interesting how we go conclude this year, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and give my final words, and I see people asking about the phones. Man, I'm so sorry, y'all. I still ain't tested my phones.
Shout out to Bobby Ellis with the CashApp, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate that, Bobby.
Make sure he got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciate that, man, and everybody else who send a donation. My Cash App is BossCowboySports. If y'all want to also donate over here, I'll take cash too. But giving my final words, bro. Yeah, we said last week because it was weird. Because I'm hearing now people say we tanking. I think the tank been started. Because see, when they said tank last week, I was like, why? He under contract. You know what I mean? Like, if you say you trying to win these games, why you sit him? So that never made sense to me. So now with CeeDee Lamb, yeah, that's official. It's official. Like, and it also make, honestly, even more impressive what our coaches are doing, our head coaches. So this is what I'm gonna say for my final word. The main thing I'm gonna be looking for a landlord. The main thing. I wanna see, have we built in the last 2 weeks culture? Do we play hard because we just built like that now? Or do we take the last 2 games out? If we come out there and we fight like hell, and I'm talking about coaches, players, everybody, that's the main thing I want to see. I want to see the fight. It was like you said versus Tampa. You said if we would have lost, I would have still been impressed. That's the type of fight I want to see the last 2 weeks. Is that type of fight, win or lose, where you make us proud. That's my final word.
Mm-hmm. And I can't help but to echo them same sentiments, man. Like, I want to see what 22 men out there that's proud to rep the star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see people that's playing like it's a privilege to be a part of this Cowboy team. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To play for Mike McCarthy, to play for Mike Zimmer. I want people to be able to say, hey, those dudes fighting out there. They hitting out there. Like, to me, when you putting your body on the line and you laying the wood on them, that right there let me know that you really got some passion behind what you're doing. When you ain't falling down the first opportunity you got, you fighting for extra yards, that right there, that's that passion that we need right there.
Right.
So if we can see that, if we can see people out there landing on the line, leaving it all out there, to me, that right there shows that these the coaches that we need to go forward with. And that's my final word.
Balls ain't gonna want to hear that, boy. What you just like said. But I respect you, bro, because you always keep it real.
Sure. Absolutely.
I'm gonna get them phone fixed. Y'all be patient with your boy.
Oh man, comments is wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, boss.
They
man.
said Cook's looking like Diddy.
What?
What? Cook's looking like Diddy in one of them pictures. Yeah.
I know the picture you talk about. This right here. Is this the one he look like Diddy right here? Is that nah, that's cold, bro.
Out here, man.
Hey, that boy say you look like Diddy. Oh, that's cold, bro. You can't
they
do
going
that.
Crazy over here, man.
You don't never say nobody look like Diddy, bro. That's some jokes. Some jokes, no.
Man.
man. Let's whoop Philly, bro. Woo! If we whoop Philly, oh, bro, I'm going. Ooh, wee!
Let's play spoiler, man. Let's play spoiler.
Man, I want to spoil them dudes so badly. Ooh, wee! I want us to go out so strong, bro. Boss Land, we out.